As the 70s roll in, stability around the world has never been as shaky. Interplanetary alliances join together to seek ideological supremacy across both planets. Cultural shifts are uprooting norms that have been in place for centuries. Technological shifts have been changing how the world itself functions. As these shifts occur, life continues in the Seedbearer region, where a seemingly random group of people have come together to try and make sense of the nonsensical. This is Hazeltown's story. Alright, so we are back with continuing this little play session that we're doing of some slightly rebalanced rules. We are currently investigating an underground hospital that is being used by technically various cults for nefarious deeds, but we'll kind of explain that more in a bit. Before I continue, why don't I let the players go ahead and introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Carnival, and I'm playing Claudia Lupin.
I am, of course, Deathmaster780, and I am playing Saskia.
And I'm TorpidTypist, I'm playing Queen.
Alright. So, who wants to give a recap of what we have learned so far?
Me.
Alright.
We learned that we weren't the only people doing an operation here. Draco, one of the other cults, was also infiltrating the hospital at the same time. And we ran into a couple of their agents, and after a scuffle, we let them go. And then another man who was hiding in the room fought us, and we subdued him.
Yes, after quite the battle in this L-shaped hallway.
One tenacious son of a bitch.
He is in fact down at the moment, not at the expense of Queen being bloodied at the moment, and also what was that?
Nothing. Go on.
Yeah. So yeah, and I don't think anyone else has taken. Has anyone else taken damage at all?
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right. Okay. So I guess with that, you kind of ended this thing in a side room that was mostly used as like these rooms on the side are mostly kind of like examining rooms, but yeah, it was mostly wasn't used for a whole lot in there. Just maybe some extra, like an office for some of the people there. But now that you are done with that scuffle, you can figure out what you want to do to progress.
Okay, so for clarification again, we have gone from we're working our way up for the bottom floor, right?
So you are
No, we're working our way down.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just forgot
Time to rotate the images of the stairs 90 degrees so we can know they're going down.
Yeah, I did not have that. For some reason, the thing I used to make this map did not have staircases going down.
Rotate it 90 degrees so it's going down.
But yeah, those right there, the elevator goes both. I mean, they both go. It goes both ways.
All right.
Right.
Well, first off, we have our prisoner.
No, you don't, because that person's dead.
No,
Or
we
which-
just subdued them.
I thought you killed him.
No, Torpid leg dropped them, and that was just knocked them out.
I thought it was a kill.
Yeah, I was under the assumption it was a kill, because I think you just straight up kicked them in the face.
Yeah, it was an axe kick to the head.
I thought they were just unconscious, but still.
Yeah, as did I.
What was the? Well, thankfully, Roll20 keeps rolls, so I can see that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4,
it was a
5,
six.
6 die, which with one full success.
Beat that son of a bitch like he owed me money.
I kind of have the feeling that with Queen, considering the amount of damage that she took, that's going to be a kill.
I mean, killed others too, so it's not like this guy's special.
Yeah.
True, I just wasn't sure anyway then. So we've basically got the entire bottom half of the map done.
So you have 2 extra. So there are 2 floors that you have not touched yet. There is a floor below this, which is mostly, from what you read from the maps going into here, was mostly just like hospital rooms of like just staying there, like rooms for patients. And then there is the basement, which is storage.
True.
So you can pick on which one you're doing.
Well, I mean, considering that nobody we caused quite a bit of noise and nobody else has come. Well, I'm gonna go right through the admin office.
All right.
One.
The right one. The closer one.
Lolo, I can't move the token.
Oh, you can't move your token. Let's see. Represents character.
You might
neither
need
can
to
I.
You might need to refresh the page. I had a bug briefly where it just locked the fuck up.
All right, I'll do that.
There we go.
Yeah, I think Lolo cleaning house broke something.
Possibly.
That's roll 20. I
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
gotta check the consultation room then.
Okay. So from what you can tell from those rooms, I think as you kind of go as a group to kind of like over in those areas, you see that the consultation room, the admin office are kind of set up similarly. Like basically, they're just glorified. Like, hey, we're gonna keep some like storage areas, and then we're gonna keep some like open, like people have their like research projects open.
Yeah, I figured there might be something worth finding in the admin offices at least.
Well then, if you want to go ahead and check, what do you want to roll to do that?
Do I want to roll to do that? Hey, what is Saskia? How good is Saskia at investigating?
Better than Queen is probably. She is 2.
That's certainly better. I'm I'm
Alright.
gonna have Mr. Snuffles go sniff something out.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So, Saskia, how do you want to handle this new task given to you?
We just said investigate.
Okay. So, I mean, as of right now, there is nothing really. It is a controlled circumstances, and since you're not looking for anything in particular, I'll just say it's a normal effect.
Okay.
Yep, that's a 1 and a 6. So that is a success. So as you kind of poke around, you kind of notice that, let's see, what can I have you find in there?
Congrats on rolling the extreme ends, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You find not only that, you find some notes that Andromeda, like someone of like didn't exactly say who, but you find some documents that looks like it's a notebook that is. It looks like someone's observations of activity done by Cassiopeia in the region. It looks like someone notes on like locations of where some members live, and just like so you can tell someone is trying to get info on higher ups in the organization, or at least of the region.
Cassiopeia is the parent organization for Libra and Draco, right?
It's of that same group. It's those Libra is aligned with Cassiopeia. Andromeda, the one that kind of is like the main cult in this one, is a rival spin-off of it.
Queen is gonna take the notebook and tuck it away in her suit jacket.
Saskia notices but doesn't say anything.
So, is there anything really of note in the consultation room then?
Not really.
All right.
About the other admin office.
Other admin office. It's basically you found kind of you kind of go. I take it you kind of go through all 4 rooms, and there's nothing really of note.
Okay, but is there anything in the fridge in the employee area?
There. I mean, there's drinks in there. It is stocked for people who are living there. Like there is a normal amount of groceries. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary, other than probably more organic.
I'm gonna pour Mr. Snuffles a quick bowl of water then.
Mr. Snuffles barks happily.
Very important that I give the dog water.
The magic dog.
Look, man, magic dogs need to drink too. They can't sweat.
Yeah, considering that is it is magic is exertion, or like physically exerting.
I give Mr. Snuffles a treat from the fridge, but I don't trust anything in there. Okay. Next floor.
All right.
Next floor.
Okay, so you go down to floor 2, and now the people at home are unfortunately not going to be able to see it, but the players are going to see my wonderful map making ability that I did. I just used Roll20's things for it. So you can see
Oh my god!
my macaroni art.
Holy shit!
To describe the layout of it, it is a very simple floor.
It's like
Actually,
seeing
also
4 ladders in a row.
yeah, it is basically 3 hallways. Actually, just realized
There's 1 hallway and 3 hallways branch off of it, and each one is lined with rooms in between.
actually
So
just realized this layout. Actually, now that I look at it, the way I numbered it does not make sense because they can only enter from one side. So what is
where
this
the hell
little
are we
middle hallway?
Where the hell
So
are we
the thing
supposed
that
to
I
come in
forgot,
from?
the thing I
We're
forgot
coming by
was
like
that you're
1 and
supposed to
9
come
and
through.
16 and 23.
You
There's
know what? You
parity
could
between the
actually come.
floors.
There could be things from there as well.
It's just a poorly designed hospital.
I mean, it was a mock.
That's why it is a prototype.
It's a shit prototype. No wonder why they didn't go through with it.
Yeah. So yeah. There's also some nurse stations in the floor to the thing to the basement. And also, yes, there are a couple hallways. There are 30 rooms in here.
Look, the hallways are shaped like a very long E, and there's 30 rooms, and also the nurse station at the very bottom, which looks like an open book. See, there's the pages, and there's the spine.
Yeah.
I see it. So Claudia's just gonna do a quick detect magic just to do a cursory search after the mine last time.
Okay.
And Saskia will cast Detect Light.
Okay. Let me look at my. Okay. So let me make your tokens. I don't remember how.
It's really good because there's a bunch of straight lines, but they don't all quite line up. And then there's the really shitty hand-drawn lines that really sell me on this.
Yeah, it's because I did want to deal with overlap for the boxes. Also, how the hell do I make tokens again?
Very carefully.
You should be able to drag the images from either a listing.
Actually, can I do this?
You might be able to copy and paste.
That's what I was just about to do. Hey. Oh,
God, we're tiny.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm fixing your scale.
Damn. The second
Now-
floor is huge.
Queen's
Also,
even smaller now.
I'm so squeezed.
Yeah, I broke the aspect ratio on. So now you know that's way too big.
No, please. I take up a quarter of the room. They're very tiny rooms.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, to clarify, Lolo
Alright.
spawned in our tokens too tiny, and then fucked up the aspect ratio on mine, and it was very good.
You also didn't see me move a wall
Oh my god.
Oh,
because there's a lot of these because it's like I could just do this.
Oh, no,
oh
put that
no!
back. Put that back.
There.
Put that back, mister. Thank you.
This haunted hospital.
Holy
All the
shit.
walls moving.
That one's lined up now, but the other one still isn't. Thank you. I appreciate it.
There we go. Okay. Also, not that it really matters much, but what side did you enter from?
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify. Okay. So, from there, just trying to think about. Oh, because what did we determine? 10 meters is the range.
Yeah.
Okay, detect life is line of sight. Detect magic is 10 meters. Okay, so yeah, that skill's not going to work. Just
It kind of does, actually.
did you try and figure out a length of 6.9 feet?
Yeah, okay, maybe it's a little funky, because last I checked my character isn't 4.5 feet tall, but it's like pretty close. So just assume everything is a little smaller. So yeah, actually, we can cover the whole place. It's fine.
Okay.
Like, see, that's a little more than 10 meter. No, that's a little more than 10 meters. 10 meter. I forget how much a meter is.
I also forget. Also, I can.
1 meter is about a
wait,
yard.
I could
Yeah.
do this.
It's a little over a yard.
Judge, I'm just going to do this.
Like, okay, so like, yeah, that would be,
We're going to go off
right
blocks
here.
a meter.
This is about it. You can see over to room 9, but just short of it, basically.
Well, I can't because room 16's in the way.
Yeah, room 16's a bitch.
Also, you
Okay.
turning the grid on means you can now see where I made corrections.
Also, it's great because I can't see shit. I can't see a damn thing.
Okay. Regardless, you are now here. Who did cast detect magic again? Okay. You detected. Claudia did detect magic. You do not see anyone. Saskia,
Oh
On the
no,
other
I'm
hand-
Protect life.
protect life, which is line of sight. These nurse stations are like open, like it's like a counter. Line of sight, you can, however, detect that someone is. You detect life by the nurse at the nursing station, which also reminds me. How do it? Okay. What are you doing? Are you making
What?
a cool ass?
no. I'm doing something way dumber.
Okay.
All your threes look like threes now.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
Now it's time for the hard part. Now can you parse what it says?
No,
Yes, I
the like
kind of-
Y meters are in the way.
I can, in fact, see your penis ruler.
Amazing.
I'm a master of Minecraft. You putting the grid on made it so easy.
All right. Okay. So you do, in fact, detect someone. You detect life. You cannot see them, however.
Saskia rat. There's the presence down in the nurse's station.
Might as well head over there.
Okay. Someone action roll how you go about.
I'll go for it.
Whoever wants to whoever wants to be point, roll an action roll for me.
Yeah, I'll do maneuver.
Okay.
So that's the boost plus
Okay.
3 dice, and I'm getting bonus effect for ball sportsman.
So I will go ahead and say this is going to be a risky maneuver. I am also going to say your effect, since you're pretty much in a straight line, your effect's going to be limited.
So then that's the standard with the
So that's going to be risky with limited.
no because
Or
I have
standard,
ball sports. Yeah.
right, for both sportsmen.
All right.
So yeah.
Here we go. 6,
All right.
3, 4.
6, 3, 4. Okay. You basically, so how this plays out. You all get down the stairs. You kind of, as you're at the foot here, as you're starting to walk in, you see the halls. You're kind of walking down, and you know that there's something at their station. Claudia takes point, using detect magic along the way. As you go down the hall, so well, I'll give you this since you succeed. As you go down, you're walking down the hallway, and then you cannot see anything, but you hear a whispered shot go right past your ear. How do you go about?
So
What is your action? Are you going to rush the nurse's station, or are you going to?
okay, so this is a hallway, and there's not like any real cover aside from like going into the rooms, right?
Yeah.
In that case, we're just gonna fucking charge.
Okay, so you charge the nurse's station. What is your method of, once you get to the nurse's station, what are you gonna do?
Drop kick.
So I will give you a thing with that, is that you cannot see where the shot
Okay.
rang out from.
Oh, I see. In that case, rush and then like take cover underneath the station.
Okay. I will give you that since it's the one maneuver. So you kind of, I imagine just going to go, you just kind of go, nah, 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 and then you get your aspect ratio bit out. Uh-oh.
Oh, big Claudia now.
I was gonna ask if hypnotic gaze would work.
Well, we don't know where the person is the thing.
Yeah, you need to make a connection, which you do not have. Also, I'm just trying to figure out something. Yeah, I didn't mean to make a new thing. Thanks for putting the ad page. Okay, you know what? We're going to do this for funsies. Can I do decimal points? No, I can't. Okay, you know what? We're taking the thing back off. I keep on accidentally making 2 pages. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Excuse me while I figure out how. Oh, that's what I'm looking. Okay, no, nope, no, we're good. Back to. Okay, closing that up. Okay, so as you go, you kind of slide through, and you just kind of slide there. Also, the token is not necessarily a indication of when they are there. You just know that there's someone there.
Okay.
And as you do, you might actually hear a second shot just miss as well. So as that's going on, what is Saskia or Queen? What is your mode of action?
I think what I'm gonna
Saskia.
do. Go on.
Yeah, Saskia will just rasp to Queen. Try not take this one alive, please. I have questions.
Sure. Queen's gonna dip into the rooms and see if she can't get a couple of blankets.
Okay. So
Or some kind of powder would be good.
so go ahead and what action are you going to do for that?
Oh, that's the awkward one, ain't it? Guess I'll just fucking suffer and do an investigate.
All right. That is going to be, as you are opening up doors, that is going to be since you're at the end of the hallway and you're not necessarily getting shot at the moment, but that's going to definitely distract. That's going to be risky. And if you're looking for just like something that you can, I take it what you're going to try and do is throw something on the guy to try and like force him to be physically visible.
Yeah.
Since you I'm just actually thinking. So I'm trying to think because if these were, it's the fact that like if you're just looking for like a tarp or something,
That's why I said also just a powder would probably be better.
it's a thing like that's got to be pretty likely for what these rooms are going to be having. So
Yeah. That was the idea.
yeah, I'm just trying to think of how mechanically, because it's like it's not like you're going to go into a hospital area. Not that this is necessarily what's in the rooms, but you're going to find a bed sheet. Like you can't. You are there. No one is that Mr. Magoo level of I can't find a bed in a hospital or like in a hospital.
Yeah.
To be fair, you did make us do rolls for drilling a hole in a boat one time.
It was pretty funny.
You can screw up that though, and like
Okay, how about this? I will do a roll for powders.
okay,
And if I can't find those, I will default to the blankets.
okay. So go ahead and do risky. I'll just give it normal because you don't know what's exactly in the rooms, but
Okay, we will take the lower of the two.
okay, so that is a failure. That is a 3 and a 4. Basically, you don't find it.
Yeah, okay. Blanket time!
I will go ahead and give you that you find. Actually, I'll do it like this. You find a massive tarp, like that was covering up a lot of boxes. It's going to be slightly unwieldy, but it is a tarp.
Okay, good. We're gonna take that, and I guess we can just, I don't know, fastball special it?
Well, so you're saying like kind of just toss it?
Yeah.
I-
Claudia's
I
the one at
would've-
the end of the hallway.
What are you thinking, DM?
We're running on the idea that there's someone invisible in here.
Yes.
Okay, well, like, I still detect life, so I should be able to see them.
So
Even if they're hiding, like when they took shots, they would have had to pop out.
So I will give you that. So Claudia cannot see them. You, however, can see that right by roughly where they were. You can see the person.
All right.
Now, granted, you can call that out that's where the person is, but neither Queen nor Claudia can see that.
Like, how far off from Claudia are they right now?
So imagine that basically right now. So if you think about like a counter, like they have kind of wedged, like they are kind of using the counter as
Cover.
like a brace. And like the little lip of the counter is where Claudia is right now.
Are they like directly on the other side from Claudia?
Pretty much.
Call out. They're right in front of you. See?
No, I can't, but I'll try blind firing. Thank you. So, why not let's go with that then?
Okay, so what are you gonna try and do?
Blind fire over the side of the thing and just.
So the effect of I'm gonna go ahead and say that's so I take it you're rolling aim.
Yes.
So that is a desperate ass maneuver. That's also going to be limited because you're blind firing.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm gonna push for a die, so that's 2 dice. All right, 2 and a 5. It's
Good.
not completely a failure.
Okay. So what I will give you is actually, you know what? What I will do is this. You have technically, so instead of, you're kind of succeeding in a not the way you're intended, because if your intention or desire was to distract the person, you succeed. Because what is happening is that the person, you blind fire. So what you're doing is you are basically, because which weapon also are you doing with? Because this would also make more sense.
The magic revolver.
Okay, so I take it you are kind of reaching up behind the thing, kind of blind firing. What happens then, in order to basically, you don't hit, but what you do end up doing is they basically take their rifle and pin your arms down with. And they are basically trying to subdue you from above the counter.
Okay.
Headbutt him.
Well, so it's basically. Let me see if I can get a picture to illustrate.
So no, I put my arm up over the counter, and then the person's using their rifle basically to brace down the arm so that I can't move, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They're still in headbutt range.
Well, there's still a counter in the way. It would be more likely that they would try and headbutt Claudia.
Not if they're behind the counter, they're not. Like they could either they're standing up and holding the arms down, or they're kneeling down, in which case Claudia could easily escape this pinning position.
They have let's just say they have transitioned to standing up and like pinning down.
Then they are in headbutt range.
Yeah.
So yeah. Basically you have, rather than actually like trying to either hit them or suppress them, you have agitated them, or at least you have given them an opportunity of attack, and you have basically used yourself as bait.
Well, I guess if Queen wants to take a go, if either Queen or Sasuke want to take a go at it.
Bakia will shoot at them with the blood ball.
All right. Go ahead and did I make that a roll?
Yeah, it's you said
right.
it's hair
Yes,
or
I
neck,
believe it's
I guess.
channel.
Yeah, it's a
No.
roll, but it's more of rolling to hit more than using it itself.
Yeah.
We were going to connect the or
Can
care as it is in the old system.
Yes, it is the old care.
Hair
But
so
yes,
hard on
tact.
this man.
Look, you do that because I have a plan if that fails.
All right, we're controlled, risky, desperate. What?
That is going to be risky because you do have, if you miss, you could very much hit Claudia. Also, there is still, you have no idea if there's any other assailant there too.
All right, effect.
Effect is going to be normal.
All right. Let's see. Anything else? No.
Also, before I forget, well, that's 2 and a 1. Which reminds me, Torpo, go ahead and for your investigate roll, mark experience for
Yeah.
For investigate.
One whole EXP.
And also
Wow.
Saskia, mark. Oh, actually, mark XP for, because I think the relic actually, because you failed in magic.
Yes.
Also the sworn.
Yeah.
And also heart.
Yeah.
So, you basically are trying to hit the person who is trying to pin down Claudia with your blood magic. The result of this is you end up missing and hitting Claudia.
Yeah, that
Oh
figures.
no. Whose
You
blood
can
is
resist
it?
this.
Me or her or Claudia.
You, because it's
You.
your roll.
Your roll.
All right. Fine. Yeah.
Unless Claudia will take 2 harm.
I will
Harm.
resist.
Okay.
And
That's going to be just heart resistance, which I think you have 3. So, yeah.
4.
What the fuck?
Understanding of flow of magic.
Fucking hyper specialized motherfucker.
Rock that can only do spells.
Okay. So it's 5, 4, 3, 4. So you take 1 stress from.
All right, I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you forced it to succeed.
So as you do your magic, you almost hit Claudia, but you do end up winging the person the person that was wrestling with Claudia. You feel like you get a successful hit. You know what?
Quick question. Since it's a blood orb, does it actually, paint him a bit?
If that's allowed, then yes, it leaves residue, so to speak.
So the person who got hit definitely bled from that.
No, I meant the orb is made of blood.
Yes, the orb itself leaves blood.
I'm just trying to think of from a standpoint of residue. I'm going to say no because that is The blood part is a flavor effect
Okay.
that would change the mechanics of how that thing's gonna work. Because if you were, say, just doing pure energy, then that wouldn't happen.
Either way, it
Mistake.
cut him up though, and that's what matters.
Yes, you definitely hit.
So can I see him now?
Let's see. Can you see? I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
even
I
if
know
he,
I know where
even if
he
he-
is, but that would have helped.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now that that's done, knowing where the guy is, I'm going to sprint down the hallway and ball sportsman that son of a bitch.
Okay, so are you gonna go for an attack, or are you gonna try and
Oh,
throw
I'm
the
going for
tarp
an
on him?
No, I'm going for an attack. What would the tarp do at this point? I'm not dropping it. I don't need hands to murder a man. I mean,
Well, you still
some
so you still can't see him.
yes, but he has Claudia pinned, correct?
Not anymore, because when
shit.
he got hit, he kind of recoiled backwards.
Okay, so I thought he still had her pinned. Yeah, okay, we'll throw the tarp then. Fuck it.
Okay.
Fastball special that bitch.
Also, I keep on forgetting. Is that actually a? Let me actually look at verbiage. Okay. I had to check that I actually have some that was fastball special. No. Okay. Yeah. So you are going to throw the tarp on him.
Yeah. I figured this would be smash because it's throwing it with raw fucking force instead of, aim, which is trying to hit something specific.
So if you're just gonna try and like toss it as hard as you can, I don't know exactly how that will help with opening it up.
Throw it at the ceiling. Then it falls open. It's fine. It's a simple plan.
Okay. I'll give you that is a smidge risky. I'm gonna say your effect is gonna be limited though.
That's fine. That's fine. It only needs to serve a very simple purpose.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Okay. No, this won't be a you talking to me situation. We'll go with 4.
5562. So you go ahead and you manage to chuck it in the area. The tarp, like, it hits the ceiling and does land in the area. It doesn't open up a lot, but it definitely opens up some. And you can tell that it landed on top of him. It didn't do any, like, it's just more like you thumped him with it, and it didn't really hurt. But you can tell that it is on top of him.
Now we show who the real ball sportsman is. I know where that son of a bitch is.
And kind of confused on what is on top of him.
What's on top of him is death. I mean, subdual.
Okay. Go ahead and action roll that.
Okay. Which would you prefer, maneuver or smash?
I mean, you pick. You remember, it's player's choice.
Yeah.
It's just a dead sprint into a kick, so that's why I want to be 100% sure.
I mean, that would be smash.
Miss.
Your effect's still going to be risky because you are dealing with an armed opponent.
You mean?
What do you mean?
You said the effect is risky, so.
Yeah, the effect is risky because you're still dealing with an armed opponent, or the position is risky.
Yeah.
Effect is going to be, the effect's going to be normal.
It's fine. He can't even see me. Now it's 5 dice. Yay.
1, 2, 6, 1, 5. That is a success. So you would manage to hit him, which.
It's great because it hits him twice.
You kind of like, so how I imagine it is, since you're trying to actually actively subdue him. Okay. Oh, can I not actually set it to 0? Okay, I guess. Okay, there we go. So you manage to, you basically jump over and you just kind of like, not like a elbow drop, but like kind of more of a broad one. So you just kind of slam them down and you just kind of wrestle what's there. And you just basically like, you just kind of more subdue the guy to knock him out.
I gently choke him out.
Pretty much. You go need. Whoa!
Whoa! That's what happens when you go too fast.
So yeah, I guess I guess that token has higher priority than you. Or actually, here it's just like that.
Just slingshot.
All right.
You flagged the way into him.
I hate it because like I was trying to figure out a way of like choking him out for a character who uses their legs, and my first thought was chokes him out with her thighs.
Yeah, yeah, you're goldening them.
Yeah.
You're awakening things in small children.
This man learned something new about himself today. There, you happy?
All right. So now that that has happened, what action do you want to do now?
I might suggest personally, we strip him bare and roll him in the tarp, and then pour water over his face to wake him up.
So I'm
Sure.
going to say that you're going to need at least a little bit of time before he wakes back up.
It was only some mild asphyxiation.
It's still asphyxiation.
Look, he just air having trouble going to his brain for a little bit. He'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine in 10 minutes.
Right. Well, Saskia didn't actually need him awake for her questions. She's going to use read memory.
That's fine. I'm still rolling him up in the tarp after stripping him bare.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to use read memory. What is the rules on read memory? It is, because that is part of clairvoyance. You are going to need to roll for it. You may extract a short snippet of a memory that has been on the target's mind within the past 30 minutes.
Eyes.
So, do you still want to do that, even though it's past
Yes.
30 minutes? Okay. Now just to...
We haven't even been here 30 minutes.
Nope, you have not. So, what is your action roll for that?
I'm going
For
to,
the sake of the flow.
going to care
All right.
about his memory.
So that is connect.
Yes.
I will say, since the target is unconscious, they're not going to resist. I should have thought. Should they still need to be conscious or not? You know what? They're not dead, so no.
Yeah, the brain is still functioning. That's
Yeah,
all
he's
you
not-
really need.
He is not dead.
Okay, so it's going to be controlled. Your effect is also going to be probably standard still.
All right.
All right, 4 and a 1. So, that is a mixed success. I will say the mix. So what you do is you manage to. I'll go ahead and say essentially what the consequence is before the actual substance of the thing. You manage to do that. However, your channeling might. Let's just say it might cause slight trouble later on.
Meaning?
You might be acting as you might alert your presence.
Well, they already know we're here, apparently.
You might alert your specific coordinates.
Speak for yourself. I'm doing great.
Is that a risk you'd want to take?
Sure.
Okay. So, what you... let me actually take a look at something. You have you recall them having a conversation with another person, saying that they're guarding, or that they are just kind of, they're both in the, they're both kind of just in this little thing. They're looking over something. Probably there might just be kind of chatting with another person, but it's in this nurse station. And they're talking about how there's some weird things happening in the basement. Or there's some stuff they don't want necessarily, they're wondering what's in a locked segment of the basement. And then all of a sudden they start hearing a ruckus from above them, and it is them that's oh wait, the weapons are in, go check, sounds like something, go into room 20, there's some rifles there. And then that's the end of the memory.
Thank you for listening to Hazeltown Story. If you'd like to get updates on this show and many other shows hosted by me, LoloDePuzlo, you can follow at Hazeltown Story on Twitter. And if you would like to get to know me more from a personal standpoint, you can follow my personal Twitter at LoloDePuzlo. If you would like to watch this be recorded live, you can go to twitch.tv/LoloDePuzlo, and follow the channel for notifications of when this show, as well as other shows like Retro Rank Rhapsody, are being recorded. If you would like to add this podcast to your podcatcher of choice, you can search for WLDP Hazeltown Radio and find us on most major podcatching search engines. Or you can manually add rss.hazeltown.life to your podcatcher. Thank you for listening, and I hope you come around for the next episode.